credit cards can be extremely beneficial if you use them responsibly. Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the almighty credit card and how to use it responsibly. Now, you may be wondering, okay, Stephanie, why should we listen to you? What do you know about using a credit card responsibly? Well, I am $23,000 in credit card debt, so I know exactly what not to do. Take what's happened to me and do the opposite. But no, seriously, I want to get kind of personal with it. I want to just kind of talk about, why credit cards still aren't considered a bad thing in my mind. Because even though I'm $23,000 in credit card debt, I still think credit cards can be extremely beneficial if you use them responsibly. Before I begin, please hit that subscribe button and smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? Because I do not use credit cards right now. And I will not until I get myself under control and until I pay off my debt. But I need to be very, very sure that I will not get myself into a mess like this again. If I pull out a credit card, I have to be 100% sure that I'm not going to use that the way that I used it to get into this mess. So I am not using my credit cards. They are in my freezer. They are in my freezer. I stuck them in a Ziploc bag. I put the bag in a container. I filled the container with water and I stuck it in the freezer. So they're there and I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so, can't tell, but these are my credit cards. Yep, they're in the freezer and you can't, you can't tell, but they are there and that's where they're going to stay until I can be 100% sure that my spending is perfectly under control. You know how I will know when it's time? Because every time I think about taking that card out and defrosting it and starting to use it, I get relieved. Relief washes over me because it feels like, oh, everything's okay. I have money. Everything's okay. And that's how I know that I'm not ready, because if I feel relieved because I suddenly have all this money, then I haven't learned anything. So those cards are staying in the freezer until that feeling of relief doesn't come when I think about taking them out. There's actually a couple of reasons why I decided to get a credit card. First of all, I was under the impression that you needed a credit card in order to build your credit score. And second of all, my debit card is a college debit card, which means there's a limit in how much money I can spend in a day. There's a $400 limit, which in everyday life is perfectly fine because you know what? Rent, I Venmo or I give them a check. So it's fine, it gets pulled right out of my account. But if I want to travel, if I want to do something like that, I remember I went to Colombia with some friends and I had to get one of my friends to pay for my plane ticket because it was $500. And I had the money, so I paid them right back, but I couldn't use my debit card because it was over that $400 limit. So having a credit card while I'm in that block of, hey, I have a college debit card with this weird limit on it, it made it easier for me to do purchases like that. Now, I don't travel a lot, and I definitely don't travel right now because I am not going anywhere until I pay off this debt. Okay, let me make that very, very clear. But I do like to travel, and when I'm out of this mess, I will be saving up to travel, and I want to be able to pay for it. Now, eventually, when that does happen, the debit card limit will be off because I am not in college right now, and it's on my list to call them up and tell them, hey, I need to get that limit off. please and thank you. But that is one of the reasons why I enjoyed having a credit card. It made it easier to make those bigger purchases that didn't happen very often. And then I had the money in my account so I could just pay it off right away. So those were my reasons for getting a credit card. This is what I've learned since getting into debt, okay? And some of this stuff has been drilled into me by my parents, and despite everything that they said, I still got into this mess. So it's just like this mess has reinforced what I was supposedly always aware of. First of all, you gotta use it like a debit card. If you don't have the money in your account, why would you put it on a credit card? Don't use it like you're getting a loan. Do not imagine that it is your debit card. Imagine that you did not receive a loan. Okay, it's not loaned money. For the purposes of this for the purposes of this explanation. For the purposes of this explanation, it is not a loan, okay? Not a loan. It is your debit card. That is it. Do not treat it like a credit card. It is a debit card. It is a debit card, okay? And then second of all, last week my dad was in town visiting and we had this long discussion about finances and everything like that, and I told him that I had a savings account to put the money that I was going to put towards debt so that I didn't spend it. And he was like, that's a great idea for now because of your habits of overspending. However, you want to get to the point where you no longer spend based on what's in your account and you start spending based on what's in your budget. Now, don't get me wrong, you need the money in your account in order to be able to use an effective budget. So you want to still look at your account, but that doesn't mean that when you see that money in your account, don't be like, oh, that's all the money that I can spend. No. Look at your budget for that. You make your budget based on how much money you get, and you tell your money where to go. So the same idea just applies to using a credit card. Spend the money on the credit card based on your budget, not the limit that's on the credit card. Mind blown. I literally sat there for like 5 minutes just like it's just like, oh, I shouldn't need a savings account. I shouldn't need all this. I should be going off of my budget and that's it. Now, I'm not quite there yet, so I am still using a savings account to put aside money just in case. But the more I focus on this, because I'm laser focused on this, like everyone around me knows that I do not do anything unless it's in my budget, okay? Yeah, spend the money based on your budget and not the credit limit that you have, okay? So, okay, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, click that like button for the YouTube algorithm, please. Comment down below. And you know what? Since my last video, a lot of people have been reaching out to me personally, just telling me again that they support me, that they're in the same boat, that they're watching my videos, giving me ideas for side hustles, and I appreciate all of that. So let me know if you like this video. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if it's helped you at all. Like, I want to know all of that because it motivates me more to get these videos out and to actually continue to document my journey and tell you what I'm learning along the way, like in this video. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!